Alright, listen up, Jujutsu Odyssey fans. If you're wondering which clan will take your game to the next level, you've come to the right place. Today, we're breaking down all the clans in the game, from the absolute best to the ones you might want to avoid. Whether you're looking for insane power boosts, crazy abilities, or just the best overall experience, we've got you covered. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into our ultimate Jujutsu Odyssey clans tier list. Now, we're not just ranking these clans for fun, we're giving you the real deal on what makes each one special. Some clans come with game-changing bonuses that can turn you into an unstoppable force, while others, well, let's just say they might not be worth your time. But don't worry, we're here to break it all down for you. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I'm quickly moving on to the video, and I'm ranking clans in Jujutsu Odyssey. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching. The clans in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, all common and uncommon clans. There is no known information or advantages of the uncommon and common clans. The clans in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Takada and Yeri. Alright, let's talk about a couple of clans that may not be the top of the food chain, but still pack a punch in Jujutsu Odyssey. First up, we've got Takada. This clan brings a solid 5% boost to experience gained, which is pretty sweet if you're looking to level up faster. That little extra edge can really add up over time, especially when you're grinding through those tougher battles. So, if you're someone who loves to power up quickly, Takada is definitely worth considering. Next, let's dive into Ieri. This clan gives you a nice 7% health boost, which means you can take a little more damage before you hit the ground. It's a game changer when you're in the middle of intense fights, especially if you're all about survivability. While these clans might not be the flashiest in terms of raw power, they offer consistent advantages that can make your journey smoother. So whether you're after some extra experience or more staying power in combat, both of these clans are solid picks for your squad. The clans in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Kusakabe, Miwa, Ino, and Gakuganji. Alright, let's dive into some of the clans you definitely want to have on your team in Jujutsu Odyssey if you're looking for solid boosts. First up, we've got Kusakabe. This guy is a beast when it comes to weapon proficiency. With a sweet 13% increase in this area, he's going to help your character dish out some serious damage. If you're the type to favor precision and power in your weapons, Kusakabe's definitely a clan you'll want to keep in your rotation. Then we have Miwa, the defensive powerhouse of the bunch. With her 15% boost to defense, she's like a walking fortress. She'll keep your squad safe, ensuring that your main attacker isn't getting knocked out of the fight too early. If you're in need of someone to balance out your offensive warriors, Miwa brings just the right amount of toughness to make sure your team stays standing. Now let's talk about Ino. This clan's all about upping your cursed energy game. With a solid 7% boost to cursed energy output, Ino makes sure that your techniques hit harder and faster. If you love unleashing devastating moves and watching them land with full force, Ino's the perfect pick to take your cursed energy to the next level. Last but not least, we've got Gakuganji. Much like Ino, Gakuganji boosts your cursed energy output by 7%, meaning you can pump up those devastating abilities of yours even more. Whether you're trying to melt through enemies or gain an advantage in the middle of a chaotic battle, this clan ensures that your cursed techniques will be hitting like a freight train. So, there you have it. Each of these A-tier clans brings something unique to the table, and mixing them up in your squad is a surefire way to create a well-rounded powerhouse. The clans in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Inumaki, Kamo, Yaga, and Todo. Alright folks, let's dive into the absolute powerhouses of Jujutsu Odyssey. These clan members aren't just good, they're at the top of their game, capable of turning the tide of battle with just one move. So, buckle up, because we're talking about some serious S-tier contenders. First up, we've got Inumaki. This guy isn't playing around. With a 20% health boost, he's already tough to bring down. But that's not the kicker. Inumaki also has access to the Inukami markings, which give him a unique edge. And then there's the Inukami amplifier. This bad boy amplifies the range and power of his cursed speech, making his words literal weapons. Imagine shouting commands across the battlefield and taking out enemies from a distance. Yep, that's the kind of power we're talking about here.
Next, we've got Kamo, the melee monster. If you want to talk damage, Kamo is the one you want by your side. With a 17% boost to melee damage and a 10% increase in weapon damage proficiency, Kamo is a force to be reckoned with in close combat. But it's the flowing red scale awakening that really takes it to the next level, pushing his body past its limits for some insane attack power, all while taking damage in the process. Talk about high risk, high reward. Only the strongest can wield that power without it backfiring. Then there's Yaga. Now, if you've ever wanted to control multiple entities at once, Yaga's your guy. With a 15% increase to cursed energy output, he can summon some of the most powerful puppets you'll ever see. And with the puppet mastery technique, he can control these puppets like a true strategist. While others are stuck focusing on one enemy, Yaga is already planning his next move with a whole army of cursed energy-infused puppets at his disposal. But hey, if you're into teamwork and getting the most out of your squad, Todo is where it's at. With a solid 20% boost in physical strength, this guy is a beast in battle. But it's his brotherhood technique that's a game changer. Not only does it boost his own strength, but it also helps his teammates. Giving a 5% increase in cursed energy and defense, that's the kind of support every team needs when things get tough. Now let's break it down a bit. What makes these four clans so dangerous isn't just their individual power. It's the way they complement each other. Inumaki can keep enemies at bay with his cursed speech, while Kamo gets in close and delivers devastating blows. Yaga's puppets can control the battlefield, and Todo makes sure everyone has what they need to stay standing. It's a balance of offense, defense, and support, all rolled into one. Each of these clans brings something unique to the table, making them all essential in a well-rounded squad. Whether you're facing off against a single target or a whole army, these S-tier clans have what it takes to secure a win. So, if you're aiming to be a powerhouse in Jujutsu Odyssey, these are the clans you'll want to unlock and level up. With their abilities, boosts, and strategic prowess, they'll give you a serious advantage in any battle. Trust me, you won't want to miss out on the power these top-tier fighters bring.
The clans in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Gojo, Itadori, and Zenin. Alright, let's talk about some absolute beasts in Jujutsu Odyssey that are in S+ tier, and trust me, you'll want to know about these powerhouses. These clans aren't just strong, they're game changers. If you're lucky enough to roll any of these legends, you're pretty much set. First up, we have Gojo, the man, the myth, the legend. Not only does he give you a solid 20% melee damage buff, but he also increases your cursed energy by a whopping 28%. That means you're going to be throwing out abilities left and right, and with reduced cursed energy costs for domain expansion, you can spam it without worrying about your resources running out. On top of that, Gojo's domain expansion recovers faster, so you can jump back into the action quicker than ever. And, if that wasn't enough, you get access to Rhythm Echo, a skill that lets you create after images of yourself, confusing enemies and giving you an insane evasion boost. All this, and you still haven't unlocked his full potential. That's right, Gojo's Six Eyes Awakening is what takes him from powerful to ridiculous. When you unlock this, you get an 80% boost to your cursed energy and a 20% melee damage boost. Oh, and you also get a crazy reaction speed boost that lets you auto-dodge attacks. Yep, Gojo is that overpowered in battle, and when you add in his already insane abilities, he's a top-tier choice for anyone looking to dominate. Next we have Itadori, who brings the heat in a completely different way. While Gojo is all about raw power, Itadori excels at progression. He gives you a solid 15% extra EXP gain, making him an excellent choice if you're grinding through levels. But Itadori's real strength comes in his melee damage boost. A massive 40% increase to your damage output? Yeah, he's gonna hit like a truck. Plus, he's got that special perk of a higher chance to receive cursed wombs from loot drops. These little gems can really make a difference in upgrading your abilities or gear. Itadori doesn't just excel at raw power though, he's a master of hitting black flashes. For those who haven't experienced this, hitting black flashes consistently is a game changer, and Itadori can do it better than anyone. His efficiency with this ability makes him one of the best fighters for those up-close and personal battles where timing and precision mean everything. So, if you love a high-octane, melee-focused character, Itadori's your guy. Now, let's talk Zenin, a clan that focuses on weapon proficiency and cursed energy output. And let me tell you, they're not to be underestimated. Zenin's 30% weapon proficiency buff is insane. Proficiency equals damage, and that extra 30% will seriously boost your DPS with weapons. Add to that a 17% increase in cursed energy output, and you're looking at someone who can deal tons of damage while maintaining strong cursed energy management. Zenin's true versatility comes from the Shadow Step technique. This ability lets you merge with your shadow and turn invisible, before reappearing behind your opponent for a surprise attack. This move is all about deception and hitting enemies where they least expect it. But here's the kicker. This isn't some low-level skill. You need 3 skill points to unlock it, and once you do, you're practically a ninja. If you like to play stealthy and outsmart your opponents, Zenin gives you that edge in combat. It's hard to pick a favorite when talking about these S+ tier clans, honestly. Gojo's raw power is unmatched. Itadori's EXP gain and Black Flash mastery make him a killer in any fight. And Zenin's ability to control both cursed energy and weapon proficiency is a game-changing combination. Each one of these clans brings something unique to the table, so it really depends on your playstyle. Whether you're looking to obliterate enemies with Gojo's overwhelming power, outmaneuver your foes with Itadori's precision, or slip past enemies like a shadow with Zenin's stealth techniques, these clans will give you everything you need to climb to the top. They're the true definition of S+ tier. So which one are you going to roll with? Let me know in the comments. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.